What's up, guys? Welcome back to Let's Play Dishonored! So now we're heading back to the Hound Pits to update them on our progress of exacting our revenge.
Pendleton are in the courtyard. I expect they'll want to congratulate you.
At first I thought these sequences of, going back and forth from each level, back and forth to the Hound Pits in the boat would be tedious, but after a while, I started to look forward to them. You really get to take in the atmosphere a lot during those sequences. It just, the console versions really suffer from frame rate loss and some bad graphics during those scenes, it seems like.
Here. I know you did this for the right reasons, but I want you to take this as a reward. It's an old heirloom one of my aunts gave me.
Alright, thank you, Callista. That's our reward for saving Captain Curnow, her uncle. And
if this is going to work, we have to
that all she gives you essentially is some money, because it's just a rare item that rewards you with money. So that's completely worthless in this run, but I can see in any other run it would definitely be worth it. The more money, the better.
Martin back will have the finest strategist alive.
The Lord Regent must be shitting himself in Dunwall Tower.
Yes. And Campbell's journal, let's not forget. Our hope is that in these encoded pages, the location and condition of Emily Caldwin can be discovered. Our entire movement will mean nothing if we can't place the rightful heir on the throne. We must act fast. No doubt the Lord Regent is holding Emily somewhere, waiting to reveal her, to step out as the hero and further cement his regency.
If he doesn't bring the young lady forth soon, there will be infighting among the nobles as to who should succeed the Empress.
Yes, time is against us. But now you should take a well-earned rest, Corvo. We will decipher the contents of the High Overseer's journal and share them with you later.
Yeah, we're going to go ahead and take them up on their offer to get some sleep, because we could really use it. Not to mention there's nothing else for me to do here. I don't have to go shopping, so let's go ahead and progress with the plot and transition into the next day here. A lot of times when we transition, there'll be notes or new items laying on the counter here in Corvo's room, or maybe some rewards, some side quests get dropped off here. Just make sure to look around every time you start a new day. I'm gonna go ahead and equip the crossbow with the sleep darts, and we've got to do a little side quest type objective here before we can move on to the next mission.
I know the golden. Not hesitation.
Let's go see Havelock and see what he has to say. Man, are these two ever apart from each other? Jeez.
Hello, Corvo. I expect Martin will be joining us shortly. I hate to start your day with such a strange matter, but the servants heard something last night, moving through the storm drains beneath the building. Most likely a weeper, the poor bastard. There's no hope for them once the plague gets that far along. Nothing more than a shuffling corpse full of sickness and insects, if you ask me. I'd appreciate you investigating, just to be sure it's not a nosy guardsman that's getting too close. Here's a key to the hatches. I'd send a servant down there, but they'd die of fear on the spot, I'm afraid. Maybe Piero can concoct some sort of sleep poison for your crossbow if you want to go that route.
Wow, so you're sending me to do a servant's job because you don't think the servant will survive. So that's really putting a lot of faith in our in our capabilities, our survival chances, and it's also, you're putting your one unexpendable person at expense here. That's great thinking. It's not like you need me for anything, gosh. Anyway, we're here to investigate the Weepers, which will be a term we're going to be using very commonly throughout the game. I think I already commented on some Weepers that were in the previous level, but these we have to go take them down. Obviously, we can do it non-lethal with the sleep darts. They can actually kill you really fast, though, if they attack you. And I almost killed that guy if I had slashed him with my sword there. But you gotta mash the attack button if they're lunging at you like that in order to shove them off of you. I was worried about doing that the first time I did the no-kills run because I didn't want to accidentally, counterattack and kill him. But we don't. That's the only time in the game where it's mandatory to take out any Weepers. The rest of the game, you'll see them here and there. On a low chaos run, you'll only see a handful in certain scripted parts of the game. In a high chaos run, more and more NPCs will become Weepers instead of being NPCs. And I'll point out the different times in the game where NPCs would be weepers if such a thing occurs.
Admiral Havelock now. They want to talk to you.
And now that pointless distraction is over with. Actually, that's kind of a nice insight in the lore of the game and explaining to us more about what the plague does to people, but moving on with the plot.
For my rescue.
Indeed, you've given us a glimmer of hope, Cornwall. Because we've gotten what we wanted from Campbell's journal. You've done it. We know where Emily Caldwell is being held.
The Golden Cat, of all places. A bathhouse for aristocrats. Little better than a cursed brothel.
But there's an unfortunate twist. It appears that Pendleton's own kinsmen stand in our way. The twins, Morgan and Custis. Not only are they controlling Emily, but they have the controlling parliamentary votes we so desperately need.
Yes, the Pendletons have to die. But most importantly, Emily must be brought here safely so we can protect her until the Lord Regent and his entourage have been dealt with. Pendleton's waiting for you on the dock. He's asked to brief you personally. I think it's best.
Alright, so it looks like they're deferring us to Pendleton for further instructions on this mission.
Corvo,
It's just the nature of our targets, I suppose.
you see, I'm sending you to kill my older brothers, Morgan and Custis. They're horrible men. It's true, as you may have heard. Cruel beyond words.
Can you go like 5 seconds without drinking, please?
My brothers are close allies to the Lord Regent, and as long as they are in Parliament, we cannot gather the votes we'll need to stop the Lord Regent from further consolidating his power. These days, they're best known for exploiting their favor with him to cheat others out of their wealth. Let's just say that not every family evicted and quarantined for having the plague actually has the plague. I warned my brothers in every way I could. I really did. But they never did listen to me. They'll be at the Golden Cat tonight at their usual revels. They'll be protected by the City Watch, so it'll be dangerous. Now go. Please do it before I change my mind.
Well, be honest, if you'd have your own brothers killed for political reasons, then you're just as foul as they are. So anyway, now that I've glitched out the game by sliding into the boat here, I'm going to try not to do that every single time. We can go back to the distillery district, where we came from. Away we go, Samuel. Take me to the liquor! It's actually elixir that they make at the distillery. It's not any kind of alcoholic beverage, unfortunately. There'll be plenty of that back where we came from. And hey, guess what? We're going there during the middle of the day this time. No darkness or shadows for us this time.
Emily gets back all safe and sure. Them two Pendletons are there, so I'm guessing there'll be a lot of guards. Slackjaw might have some ideas on helping you get inside the cat, if he don't kill you. This here's his territory. He and his Bottle Street gang hole up at the old Dunwall whiskey factory. They sell the elixir that folks use to fight off the plague. I'll lay low, but keep an eye out for you and the little lady you bring him back. Good luck to you. I know Emily must mean a lot to you.
For a stealth action game, I'm really glad that this game does have daytime levels. And the daytime levels are beautiful, but the nighttime levels are just eerie and creepy and atmospheric, and so it's a really great contrast. Holy crap! Yeah, there's a city watchtower over there, which is like an automatic sentry turret type thing that launches exploding arrows at these weepers. And this is not something that happens with Chaos either. These guys this is a scripted event to show what happens, like basically to introduce you to how the watchtower works, and so you know how to fight it. Or not fight it in this case, because we ain't going near that thing. Instead, we're just gonna mosey our way back up into the distillery district, ignoring this guard. I'm just gonna walk right back into... We need to go talk to Slackjaw. He's got a side quest for us.
Hey, you're just the man I was looking for. Slackjaw's wanting to talk to you. What a mess, huh?
Slackjaw's looking for me? Huh. Well, maybe he's one step ahead of us.
That him? Yeah, he's the one. Hey,
Well, at least we can walk into the abandoned distillery without any resistance. Oh, I say abandoned distillery. I must be referring to Rage. No, it's the old distillery, where the Bottle Street gang is. So we can just mosey right on in here, and all these guys will not be hostile towards us unless we attack them first. So we can just go walk up and talk to Slackjaw, and hopefully he has something he wants us to do. In exchange, he'll offer us an alternate way to get into the Golden Cat, which will also lead to offering us the non-lethal objective for this mission, which is very important because if you do not do the side quest, you will not have that option, and when you go to do it, it will fail, and if you're like me, it'll glitch out your game, which is why completing this one was one of the trickiest ones to do at first, but now it's one of the easiest now that I know what I'm doing.
There ain't nobody worth killing around here except those 2 Pendletons over at the Golden Cat. I'm right, ain't I? See, Slackjaw knows. Them boys are twins. Rich, mean, and weird. Worse than most of their ilk. They've been laying low there a while, not sure why. There's a lot of security at the Golden Cat tonight, though. Special guests and the like. But you're gonna walk in there dressed like that and kill the Pendleton brothers? Maybe I got a better way to take care of them too. If you're doing something for me first, understand? Someone, I don't know who, is killing my men, taking my territory, stealing my goods. Might be a fellow named of Galvani. I sent my best man to investigate, but he went missing and... well, now I need someone to find what happened to him. Go to this Galvani's place. He lives nearby off Clavering Boulevard. You do that for me and I'll get you a better way into the Golden Cat.
Okay, so now we have our objective that he's given us. You could actually use his dispenser here to make some elixir here. So we're definitely going to use that. It's a bootleg elixir, as he calls it. And there's a little instruction note there on the machine itself. So we're going to go ahead and fill up and get as many as we can hold right now. I just need more bottles. There we go. Might as well. It's free. He actually comments on what we're doing and says it's okay for us to do it. So why not? I guess that's it. Oh well. We'll survive. We're tough. A few other items we can loot over here. Nope, don't want that. And everywhere in this level will probably have runes or bone charms if you decide to look at your heart and discover where they are. But I'm just going to get out of here as fast as possible. So basically what Slackjaw wants us to do is, well, he already explained it to us, but one of his guys went missing, and we need to go to where we think the guy might have ended up and see what happened to him. Okay, now we're back in the hostile zone. Right here, I want to be very careful because there's going to be a new enemy type in this area that I definitely do not want to get into a fight with because these guys are clever. And they're not really new because we did see them earlier in the game, but we've never fought them yet. So I definitely want to be on the lookout here. Ooh, there's one of them right there. You know what they are? They're the assassins that killed the Empress. We don't know who they are or who they fight for, so we'd best stay clear. Clearly they're hostile towards us. Maybe they were just hired, but maybe they have something out personal for us, so let's try to avoid them as best we can. Unfortunately, we can't kill them or interrogate them to find out who they work for. There's about 3 of them. There's one up in this building that I'm in, and there's the guy crouching right here. I'm going to try to get past him because I need to get through that way in order to get to my objective. Here we go, blink up behind him. Man, whoever these guys are, they're not so different from me. The mask, the outsider powers. Clearly we walk the same path. Anyway, more on those guys later in the game. I was actually really surprised my first time playing through the game when those guys showed up, because I was just walking down there on the street level, and since they're watching you from above, they will jump down there and immediately start fighting you, and they just blink in right in front of you, and it's like, holy crap, assassins! So we're gonna walk along this vent over here to get inside the second floor of this guy's office. I gotta blink behind this watch officer over here and knock him out. Easy enough. If you knock somebody out and pick them up, you automatically pick up whatever loot they're carrying. But if you just let them fall to the ground, you gotta loot them again. So that guy automatically took his pouch, but I had to pick up his gun separate. Eventually we're gonna max out on pistol ammo, and I'm not even gonna need to pick up any guns, because I'm never gonna fire the damn thing. So I have a very specific path. Thank you, Unreal Engine, for not loading those textures. A very specific path I want to take through here to get to my objective and get out as fast as possible and not dilly-dally around in here. Like I said, if I was any good at this, this would be a borderline speed run. Because I'm taking the paths of least resistance that I know of. I mean, obviously there's going to be faster runs. The official speed run, the, what do you call it? I think it's the AGDQ speed run, is done for this game in like 48 minutes. It's ridiculously fast. But I've not watched that yet. I highly recommend you guys go check it out, and I'll watch it whenever I'm done with this Let's Play. But I have a feeling it's going to ruin this game for me and make me not want to finish Let's Playing it. So I'm just going to enjoy my immersion into this wonderful world and not let it take me out at all. But yeah, like I said, you can actually go through this game really fast. But I'll talk more about that at the ending when we discuss the combat run. Wait for these guys to walk away, and then we can just take this note here. I actually do not need to pick up his body, although that would be great to bring that back to Slackjaw. Yeah, I don't need to move his body at all. It was a complete accident. Whatever. It can stay right there. Those guys will not worry about those broken bottles, and the rats can't get to him, so let's just get the hell out of here. That's all we need. I'm going to off-screen going back to the distillery district to talk to Slackjaw about the note.